What's up, YouTube? So, welcome back to Jimo's Toymension, and I always wanted to just talk with you guys and just yap and stuff like that too. I do a lot of toy talk. Sometimes I do some toy reviews where I just show stuff off because that's my thing. But sometimes you step out in the real world, anything can happen. So, anything can happen. So I don't know if this is gonna be good or bad, or I don't know the situation yet. But I grew up in place called Yorktown, Virginia, and where I was raised at it's kind of more of a richier side of town kind of thing. We were never rich. My dad did his best for us to get through. You know, he was active duty. I was active duty, so I understand a lot from him and stuff like that too. But it was a safe area. I rode my bike everywhere. For example, I was one of those idiots that spent so much money on cars and didn't care about it working and stuff. So I rode my bike a lot, or I walked a lot. But it was safe. I walked to this local Papa John's where I worked at. I worked at a gas station, 7-Eleven down the road. But that was back in the early 2000s. Well, my father tagged me in a recent activity that happened at a gas station when I went back home for about 2 years. And literally this gas station, it's a little quick stop gas station kind of thing going on, really nice, great management, great team. I still talk with all the employees there too, like I had a couple courtesy calls today, so I'm just saying, hey, did you hear about this? The area is really nice too. Well, a guy, I guess, came in. I don't know if he was trying to rob him or something like that too, but all I saw was suspect got shots. The store is closed, and when you look at the pictures and stuff like that, it's all taped off. It just shows you that it don't matter where you're at. I'm used to rockets going off and, stuff from Afghanistan. I've been in the front line of a few things and some situations I didn't want to be in, though. But that was overseas when the government was paying me to do cool stuff like that. But when you look now at the situation, that's my home front. That's a nice area, a very good area. And it's literally a mile from my stomping grounds where I grew up. I felt safe. I always felt safe there. But I worked at that gas station for almost a year, actually. Like I said, a good crew and stuff like that. And my father always warned me, he goes, if someone comes and robs you or something like that, just let them take it, right? Yeah, definitely. So I don't care, I never thought about that would really happen. I saw a kid steal something before or whatever, so, but that's normal-ish, I guess, in the world today. But it just, the situation, like I said, nice area, beautiful area. Yorktown's almost like a tourist area too, touristy, because you got Yorktown Beach down the road. You got miles off. You got good shopping centers. You got a lot of good stuff over there. But just the fact is, anything can happen anywhere. I don't know if the guy, I zoom in on the picture, I recognize the car there. I tried calling my buddy and see if he was okay, because obviously he was the guy that opened. And I talked to the lady that was supposed to be in, I guess, 1 o'clock or whatever, and she had no idea what was going on. And it just proves anything can happen anywhere. Last year, or no, about 2-3 years ago, or 3 years ago, or something like that, I went outside and I started my car to defrost it or whatever, and I forgot my lighter. Went inside real quick, grabbed it, went outside, my car's gone. Yes, anything can happen anywhere. Didn't expect that at all, being gone for 2 seconds. So it doesn't matter the situation. You could be shopping at Walmart. You could be just going for a cruise or whatever. Just be safe out there, guys, because anything can happen anywhere. People are nuts. People are psychos. Some people are just out for themselves and stuff like that too. And you just got to be really, really careful and always watch your situation. In the military, we call it complacency. If you are complacent over something, you get comfortable. When you're comfortable over something, you lose focus and track of what the situation could be or what could happen. So if you're on your toes, which they teach you to do, you're always watching for stuff. You're always looking for the worst case scenario and always hoping for the best. So like I said, anything could happen. I'm just hoping with this whole gas station, party that happened pretty much. I don't know the details yet. I just hope everything's good. And Yeah, and I appreciate you guys just kind of listening, and I'm just giving you guys a warning out there. You could be out with your family, friends. You could be out, partying for the night, or you could be at a toy store down the road, or a Comic Con, or you could be traveling somewhere else. Anything could happen. Make sure you're locking your doors. Make sure you're locking your house. Make sure sometimes it's good to go with someone else too. You could have a witness around, or they can someone to call that 911 around too. So, and what's really weird too, which I appreciate a lot, is the response time for the sheriff's department down there in Yorktown is quick. They're there, and I appreciate all the officers down there that used to come and check on me once in a while. I became really close to one, and I sent him a message, or not a message, but I tagged him in a post and see if he was involved in that too. But like I said, I wasn't there. I'm literally like 800 miles away. But it's just sad because I was part of that place, and if I was there, that could happen to me. Who knows what happened? And me being I want to say cocky, but I'm not much of a pushover when it comes to certain customers and types or whatever. We'll say that. So something bad could have happened to me, just because of me running my mouth or something like that, or me trying to pull a stunt. So just be careful of your elements out there. Be careful what's going on. Anything, like I said, anything. I'm beating it over the head again. Just be careful out there, guys, because like I said, everything's dangerous. Everything, even if it looks pretty, you grab it. Rose has its thorns. Everything has its good and bad. So you think everything's going good, always expect the bad. But also with the bad, there's gonna be good with it too. So I'm hoping with the good is no one that I cared about got hurt. So, but I appreciate my dad for tagging me in that. So it's a scary world out there. So if you are working like someplace like that, always keep your guard up. Keep your eye out for anything suspicious. Make sure you have backup plans too. Like, do you have a back exit? Do you have a way to lock the door real quick? Do you have a button unit you can push anywhere? Or do you have someone you can call on speed dial, or send them a code through a text like 911 real quick, and all of a sudden they'll know you're working at this place or that place or whatever, and they'll send that they'll call for you and help be on its way or something like that. There's little codes and keys you guys can do to help for safety and stuff like that too. But remember, anything can happen anywhere. Just be careful out there, guys. I appreciate you guys. I got more videos coming soon, and be safe. Till next time, kiddies. Till next time.